Hello everyone and welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles. There was actually a recent update today, and so we get to actually check that out this episode. What we are going to be doing is expanding a lot of the base kind of core things that we have around the town. You guys can see that the town is starting to shape up really good. We're getting a lot of resources kind of continually, and so I'm really hoping that this episode we can kind of rapidly expand and hopefully make something pretty good. So this update is called, I think, the infrastructure update, and what they've added is norias, aqueducts, and reservoirs. And what these do, I believe, are if you hook these up to waterways, it'll actually help make this land fertile to be planted on. So if we come down here to these barren spots, I think this will actually make these fertile enough to plant farms on. That way you can use all the space on the map if you so desire. There's Vikings raiding. When aren't there Vikings raiding? They're attacking the north. That's fine. We do have our Sir Geralt up here. So we'll just send him up there and go ahead and hit play. But what I want to do is try and get one of these things started so I can turn a lot of this kind of border into farmland and make that nice and good looking. So you can see the aqueduct kind of reservoir has a pretty cool border to it. So I think here looks pretty good, conveniently enough. And then let's make our water pump next to this orchard. And then we can get some aqueducts coming off of it. And aqueducts are built just like roads. So it looks like we're going to have to kind of defend first from this attack. Now I don't know if our people can actually assist much with ogres, but we can assist against the army here, if nothing else. Hopefully we have kind of plenty of arrow towers at this point in our career to get rid of the ogres themselves. Oh, army splitting off, trying to take care of a lot of these things. Fire is pretty much everywhere in the countryside. Kind of normal at this stage in the game for us. There you go, take him out, and that might have been it. Yes, so they're all gone now. Looks like this forester became a bit of an issue, so we'll just go ahead and re-put this down. All right, and what else got destroyed? Small granary, that's fine. You know, we might be able to actually upgrade this to a proper large granary now. That gives us plenty of room, and you know, I'm fine with it because we get double the storage space. This is a hovel, so rebuild that. Plenty of resources to do so. Okay, so happiness a little bit lower, so we'll do some festivals. Temporary bit of happiness boost here. As we do that, we'll get the army back over towards the barracks. That's a good spot for it. If you click on each of your buildings, by the way, it now gives the its rate of fire. So it's fire risk, which is pretty handy. Always good to have that as a notification. All right, so we need more stone, we need more lumber gathering, I think, since we're going to do some pretty rapid expansion. So what we're going to do is get a quarry right here. We don't have really any industries on the right side of the map yet, so if we can get the that and a forester, I think basically right there. That will give us some great productivity. That'll also mean our workers had to walk a shorter distance to get their goods. We'll also build a larger stockpile. We'll do probably the same over here. We'll probably do another quarry and another forester's hut. I think everywhere else is fine. And, you know, at this point, we're pretty much done building our industry. And we can just focus on large expansion pieces. So we can get, let's just get a manor. We're going to start laying down a whole bunch of homes, drastically increase our population, which will drastically increase our production and productivity throughout, and then it's just kind of going to hopefully snowball effect, I think, this episode, and to make something really cool. 123 new people visited for the festival. So it looks like festivals are great to gain your population quickly. I actually never noticed that little effect in that message up there in the top left, so that's kind of noted. Let's get rid of this stone. It's going to be in the way. Let's also take a look at, there's a new road type, stone road, which greatly increases their movement speed instead of just allows them to move faster. So I'm hoping that's going to help out a lot. Let's put a medium-sized cottage. I wouldn't mind leaving this a little bit open. I'm fine with that. Creates kind of a private little quarter there. It looks like a forester's fell down and also a small granary. We can replace those easy enough. So there's that one, and then food, granary, just like that. And we already have 1,000 gold still. And let's just go ahead and make a whole bunch of soldiers. Basically just permanently trained up. Plus 22 soldiers. We'll add this to Gerard's army, our massive army that we're getting. I still don't know if there's a cap to how big our army can get, but we'll find out. We'll find out for sure. We definitely have plenty of money. Plenty of money with only a 2 gold tax rate. It's pretty good, I think. Alright, so that manor is going up. Let's go ahead and make a new manor here. I think the stone wall is going to go there, so we will, I think, do a cottage, town, and then a well. That'll be handy. Alright. And then on the other side, I think we can put a bakery here. So we'll have 2 bakeries at that point. I'm glad we have all of our market spots up and running as well. 116 stone. So what can we use that stone for? Well, aqueducts, of course. Aqueduct. Alright, that's getting worked on. We have no idle people, but hopefully when these 2 manors get built, that cottage, the bakery, the other cottage up here will have some empty space. You can see our population cap is now 407. Alright, soldier guy, let's see. Can I get you above 200? Yes. So I think a 200 army size is fine. I think at this point we'll start training our other general, Sir Mouse. So he'll be the new guy on the block. Having this fortified wall pretty much done is also going to help a lot with these Vikings. You saw the last one did not go well for them. And it went pretty well for us. Only lost a couple buildings, and I'm hoping for that trend to kind of continue. Alright, let's make some more aqueducts. There and there. And they do look pretty cool, right? I mean, they're pretty standard, kind of Roman style. You got a large arch down below supporting the kind of more finer engineered waterway up there. I just love the art style of this game. It's so crisp, it's clean, it's simplistic, that's fine, but as long as it works really well and it's really easy to tell what's going on from a distance, it's beautiful. I mean, like even just the little bit of scaffolding that could be, you know, it's basic, it's per voxel as it goes up the building, but you know, from back here it looks proper. All right, we just gained that, so that means let's go ahead and festival it up. Just basically buy our way into more population. I always have good luck with that, I think. And we can look into getting some more aqueduct. Just like that. So that'll be completing our aqueduct over here into this area, and will fertilize a huge spot for us. So we can basically turn this all into farmland. We can then use all of this stone. You know what? Let's try out these stone roads. So we'll just cover kind of the main roadways for now. Each road section costs 5 stone. So as you guys know, that can kind of add up over time. If we just try and go ham on this. But, I mean, we could. We certainly could. I am gaining a decent amount of stone. It's basically 5 stone every couple seconds. So we could just basically perpetually lay these down. And then I'm sure as this would increase productivity because people get around quicker now, could in theory make stone gathering even faster. Because you're sending a lot more workers to do things farther away from the base sooner. So we'll keep that. We have a dragon in the area. Not really a threat, I don't think. We have kind of plenty of ballistas, and he's taken down just like that. Oh, poor guy. He's a dead dragon. Alright, stone robes. Stone robes. A wonderful little invention here. So we'll do that. And I don't want to get rid of all the dirt roads. You know me, I kind of prefer form over function a lot of the time. So we can keep that. We'll just go out 2 or 3 from each kind of main gate, and then the town itself will have this stone road structure, which will make it at least efficient interior on the interior wall sections. Wow, we are using up all this road, but it looks like we're just gaining it back just as fast. Okay, this corner, and just like that. And it looks pretty good, too. You know, they have a nice trim and a decent kind of standard cobblestone pathway, or it might be flat stone. It looks nice, though. Looks real nice. And the aqueduct is done. You can see none of this is barren now. It is at least the minimum fertile field. So we can expand our food production if that's required of us. I don't know if it is just yet. Just yet. Okay, so we have a forester, a stone mason over here. You know what? Let's do something similar on this side. So if I do castle stone gate, because people, you know, people wanted some districts. I'll speed up time real quick so we can get back up to 40 stone. And, you know, northern district, and then, you know, a little bit of a district to the southern half of the towns are perfectly fine. There's also a wooden wall piece, which is pretty interesting. Okay, I need to do industry. We need to remove some of these rocks is what we need. We have 2 blacksmiths now. So one's making armor and the other one's making tools, which would take a little while to do. So we can't really remove another piece of stone, but we can remove this one at least. Pop, just like that. All right, and then we can go into the castle and get some castle walls laid out here. So I have a corner here. I guess we'll put a corner here because we have to wrap around this manor. A gatehouse there. So bop. Bop. And you know, I do prefer my 2 high walls and then the 3 high towers. That is a very clean, kind of basic look to it. Kind of that classic medieval. 2, and then 3 high for that one. Yeah, things are looking pretty good for us. And you can just hear the troops getting banged down over here. So let's get his bit of army. Already 140 in size. Look at that. We've got quite the force. Alright, let's get some more upgraded stone roads, I think. So stone roads, stone roads, stone roads. All the way out. I think, what, 2 from each gate or so. That way we get some blending into the countryside where the peasants live. We don't, you know, let them have nice roads. Okay, so we have all that. So that's going to help traffic from the northern end of the castle reach the southern end quite quickly. I mean, things are moving really fast. How's the food? We're gaining plus 36 a year still. Might be time to expand our farm production eventually. And also housing, of course. All right, castle. I need a gate for this area there. And then that means we need a castle block. 1, 2. So we need to add 3 to each of these. It's always hard to decide which section gets a high point whenever you have 2 corners really close to each other like we have right here. So I think since this one's already built 3 tall, we'll keep it like that. I think that would be the best solution. And one more, there you go. So that's gonna be the full height of that gatehouse. Protection, protection, protection. It's all about protecting your citizens so that they never really lose productivity. 1 and 2. And plus it just looks cool. I mean, who doesn't like just a good old classic castle wall? 1 and 2. So that rounds that corner. Just fine. We can think about adding towers on it in just a moment. Oh shoot! Look at that lightning striking our blacksmith. Oh well, people can put it out quick enough. I'm not overly worried about it. Tools. It looks like we need to make another blacksmith. Or we can just temporarily make this one produce tools. Only that way we get, yeah, plus 12 tools a year. I didn't know that the foresters and quarrymen didn't return the tools after they were done, apparently. So that's good to know. Happiness is getting a little bit lower, but that's okay because I'm gonna be building a library and church on this end and on this end. So that'll make a lot more people happy. Let's get a road out this direction, so at least I can start thinking about how this whole corner is going to work with the walls and the towers and the ballista and all that fun stuff. The aqueduct is running, the water wheel spinning away, providing the local farms with that much needed water. These guys might have a little too much water. A little much. Okay. So, back to, I guess, just laying out more rough wall to this area. That'll seal off this. Now we'll probably take this wall all the way to here. Once inside, I don't think we need any walls. And I think that'll be okay. It's quite a large town at this point. It's been I don't even know how many episodes of us working on this, but it's going quite well. Now that we have a large army at our disposal too. All right, 155 total men for our military might. Let's get that industry going. See if we can't remove some things and make sure we're at full speed here. As our iron supply is actually kind of low. I did not expect that. Which makes me think I could get a iron mine out here. So we actually have a use for that little ore deposit now. Alright, and that wall is getting laid out nicely, so let's go ahead and make it a bit bigger, shall we? Now I want this one on the exterior corner to be the tall point there. And then of course, this one needs to be at the tall point there. Very, very nice. Hawk Nest. Hawk Nest grows. It's been a peaceful few years for us. And this is, you know, sometimes I wish Banished had, you know, worries about sieges and defenses and things. So this is where, like, Castle Story, Kingdoms and Castles, I think, you know, there might be, you know, some basic building limits, you know, very few building selections. And since there's no mods, as far as I'm aware, it has a shorter, I guess, building diversity. However, the hook is the fact that there's military. And that makes the gameplay a little bit longer without needing the building diversity, because there's an instant challenge to having to work around that. Alright, let's go this way. I guess I should just always keep it on 3 times speed. There's no reason not to at this point, right? Alright, so that's a 3 high, so this will be 2. And then this one will be yet another 2. And just like that. Good. Good, good, good. And this is all finished off. I like the look of the aqueduct coming through here. We'll probably have another aqueduct down here. I mean, there's a lot of kind of wasted space here that we could use for farmland. So I can see us doing another one once we start building that exterior township. All right, let's check our food. Food staying good and flat. In the meantime, we'll just upgrade our roads continually into stone, so we can pay off those rewards with faster movement speed. All right, so over here too. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll just kind of go 1 in each direction. I think that's perfectly reasonable for them. Wow, all the towers, the bannermen up there. We're a bustling city now. Quite large indeed. So we'll get, how about we lay out all these roads? In fact, we'll probably have to use some wooden roads. If not, maybe we can get, yeah, let's get some of these here, so. Boop, boop. Just like that. And then some ballistas. I mean, we have an abundance of lumber right now because we're not really building any homes at this moment. We're just kind of upgrading the walls and roadways. All right. So this whole right side is sealed off, and we'll have towers, which is pretty interesting. And that means we can go ahead and just lay out kind of the final homes and buildings that we may want to have out here, which will include that church. So let's go ahead and do that. So town, church. Let's see, where do we want to tuck this in at? I think right there. I think that's good. And then we will get a well right across the street. And we'll get a cottage to fill in this gap there. We're in the middle of a lightning storm. Alright, so we'll get this church, which will cover a large area. Think about yay. Which will be nice. And then I guess we'll just lay out these roads too. We need to remove some of these structures though. Some of these rocks that are just in the way. Maybe it's time to build this little wall here. So that's where that's going to go. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He is on a mission. That's a much bigger dragon. He's a lot bigger than he used to be. Have you been working out? Oh yes, please park right there. Get lit up. You might want to start running. You may want to start running, Mr. Dragon. Oh, big mean dragon has to go. He's gotta go. Bye. It was nice to see you. Not really. Never come back. Thank you. So long. Big mean dragon. Alright, speed up time again. Speed up time. We only have about 5 minutes left in this episode. And then I think the next episode, it could be the last one. It could be. I mean, we're running out of room. And I really like how things are just going around this bay area. You know, we can have plenty of more farmland. We can maybe make a little fort or something if we wanted to next episode too. I have a feeling if we can get another quarry out here. And maybe, do we need more iron? Yeah, it looks like we need more iron. Another forester probably, and another charcoal maker. Or 2. It kind of depends on how that goes. If we're gonna get one of them. Alright, this will be the final height increase to that wall there. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, and boom! Perfect. It's almost as if I can count. What's this? No, demolish that. You need to be 3 high there. Silly towers. Yes, yes. That's gonna look good. And with that, we can get maybe a library in this bottom section too. Could probably be beneficial to do that. So we'll get a library. The church is in place. Look at that church coverage. Pretty much everywhere within the city walls. And now, a little bit into the countryside. We don't care about the northern countryside. They're northerners. We just, screw them. Alright, and castle. We can maybe do a wood wall down here. It could be interesting. I haven't done it yet, and it might be nice to have a bit of a color change by the docks. I just wanted to see what it looks like. If it looks neat. I think it will. I think it will work just fine. If not, we'll tear it down, we'll upgrade it to stone, and then maybe we'll make a wooden fort eventually too. Because that could be cool. Alright, industry. Let's remove some rocks. Like that one, and that one. I think we actually need to remove this one too. Then we can build some more roads into this area. So 1, 2. Don't want to go too far because that might limit what type of buildings we can get in here. So something like that would be fine. So that's kind of the final left section there laid out. How's our food? Food, still doing okay. We can remove these rocks as well. Alright, and build some castle walls. I mean, the wooden ones look okay. It does look maybe a little janky with our other walls nearby, but we'll see. We'll see what you guys think in the comments down below if you guys want me to upgrade those to stone or what have you. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. That's a big wall section built right there. Ah, good. Complete removal. This one ready yet? Nope, not just ready. Not quite there, and we can go ahead and upgrade some of these to stone. Why not? We got plenty of the stuff. Alright, 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 alright. Now, I don't know if you have to build the wooden roads first and then upgrade them. I just tried upgrading what I had, and I kind of assumed going forward that's what I'll be doing. I don't know about that. You guys can let me know that down below as well. Okay. I think this is a good stopping point, which means next episode we are going to complete our kingdom here. We're getting a lot of resources pretty fast, which means we can spend a lot of that next episode just continually building. Plus, we can go ahead and probably just skip if we need to near the end of the last episode, just so you guys can see kind of the finished kingdom, and then we'll call this a done series. So, if you guys enjoyed this content, feel free to subscribe to my channel for more creative goodness. Go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.